Alright, and again, we're doing Kid Gohan this video. We've done over half of them, I want to say. We've done First Form Frieza, we've done Krillin, we've done Gotenks, we've done Majin Buu, we've done Adult Gohan. So next up, we're moving on to the Kid Gohan. Kid Gohan is someone I used to play a lot. I don't play him anywhere near as much. They keep nerfing him. I think he was fine, and then they nerfed him for hammers, which hammers didn't. He did not need to be nerfed for a Divine Draw. I'm just gonna say that. But his passive, an ability that strengthens himself and allied heroes. It applies energy attack up uh, and all defense up to himself when an ally is nearby, and it applies all attack up to allied heroes, which, because that's usually a DPS, which I don't know why they have Krillin here, because you're never going to see two technicals in a match. Watch them at a 6v6, and that'll age poorly. But it applies all attack up to usually the DPS that you're laning with. His rush attack, a physical attack, but the cool thing about it is that it does make their strike defense go down. So if you're playing with strike based characters, their strike defense will go down, and your strike defense or your strike attack characters will then do more. So if you're playing with Vegito, this is pretty good. You're playing with Broly, this is pretty good. Like, issue being that energy characters the meta right now, and because energy characters are so meta right now, that it just makes it so that strike defense doesn't really do much. Masenko, pretty good actually. Fires an energy wave in a set direction. It pushes enemies away. The closer the enemy is, the more damage they will receive. So if they're closer to you, obviously more damage, and they will be pushed back more. It's a pretty good ability at low cooldown. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but like as a damaging ability, it is really good for his kit. This is his Masenkaku. It's a basically he will dash in a set direction and attack the enemy with a kick. The range and damage will increase based on how long you charge it. If you fully charge it, it will then stun the enemy. And if you don't fully charge it, it will apply no skills or attacks to enemies. So basically for like, I don't think it lasts long, but like for a specific amount of time, which I think is like maybe 1 to 2 seconds, they will not be able to use any skills or attacks, which is pretty cool. I wish it showed this a bit more when you're in the game, because like most people, I will say most people don't read the skills, I feel, and like they'll just fully charge it or they'll just throw it out, and like it doesn't look like it's doing anything because it doesn't do all that much damage when you don't fully charge it. But his skill 3, you warp to an ally, so you just teleport to your ally, and it will create a barrier. It will automatically activate your passive with whoever you teleported to. Maintains the barrier while you're stopped in place, so while you're not moving, you'll have energy defense up to yourself and all allies within the barrier. So this is really good, especially in the current meta, just because you get that energy defense up, which will then make it so that people like God Goku and Super Saiyan 3 aren't doing as much to you. His ultimate is like a transformation type ultimate. It will do an AoE attack when he transforms, just like that. He'll get strike defense up and strike attack, basically making his rush attacks significantly stronger for a limited amount of time. It's really good, actually. It makes him do a lot of damage. But the really cool thing is his second part to his ultimate. He dashes in a set direction and it will stun the enemy. After the stun, he will then fire a big explosion that does a lot of damage. This is good for boss secure. This is good for team fights. This is good for getting rid of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the back, just waiting to ult the boss. This is a very useful ultimate. It has a lot. I would say this entire bottom section is like what makes his kit good. This is kind of like it's been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. The Masenko has been buffed a little bit, but like it's still not like the main reason why you play this character. But alright, let's see if we can get into a match. Alright, we have skill boost 1 up and we have healing attack. So probably going to be putting a little bit more into our skill 1 than what I would normally do. just for the extra damage and the fact that it is our one AoE that will do healing. But we do also have a Super Saiyan 3, and it looks like he might be coming with us, so might also just hold off and like maybe get our skill 2 first. We don't really do too much in terms of getting benefit from Super Saiyan 3 outside of his healing, but like our passive doesn't buff him, unfortunately. Broly would be the better one for coming up top, but like I think they're doing the Broly baby method. But they've got a Kid Buu and they've got a Bardock and a Vegito. I think they had a Super Saiyan 3, I can't remember. They have the Gammas. I'm more so worried about the Kid Buu, especially if the Gammas go up top, because they can just kind of constantly heal each other. But we'll see. We might be able to nerf the Gammas enough for it to be, for it to equal out. So. Go ahead and get that. I didn't make it to level 3. Very unfortunate. Kid Buu's just right here, waiting for us. Alright. We're gonna go Snowball this time. I actually think this character benefits from being able to do damage, so... He ran out of my thing. He probably could have Kamehameha'd me. Like, he's charging it now for farm. He definitely could have healed me. But I shouldn't be relying on him for heals. It doesn't seem like he's bad, but it doesn't seem like he's necessarily prioritizing, like, keeping his teammate alive. Which, I mean, fair enough, I guess. Like, he's pushing and not, like, engaging in team fights with me. Definitely shouldn't have went Snowball. Probably should have went Art of Decoy there, to be honest. Yeah, I forgot that you could probably charge up the Masenko. I've just been kind of throwing it out. I just kind of ran around there and didn't even use my ult. Goku kind of left me, so I'm not going to engage in that. The Goku teleported away once again. If I had $1 for every time a Goku left me. I push in with him, he does not join me. The baby seems to be doing pretty good though. I'm not necessarily playing the best, so I shouldn't be like sitting here like acting like I'm doing all that, but like at the same time, I have a whole teleport that I'm just not able to actually use. He can teleport back to me if he needs to. We're just gonna go for boss. We have our ult for boss, so might just go ahead and ult. Plug it. And max out our skill 1. I'm gonna go ahead and get our defense up. Wow. Love that. It's fine though. If I had $1 for every time a Goku just left me. Like, I'm trying my best to, like, teleport to him. And to be fair, I wasn't aiming at him. But, like, I was actively, accidentally, aiming away from him. But, like, still. Let's go for triple boss. Like, nobody wanted to heal me there. I mean, to be fair, I didn't have to be in that fight, and the Gammas were definitely fucking me up. But, like, I still feel like I could have got some heals. No, I don't think the Goku's necessarily playing bad. I just don't think he's playing a team-heavy game necessarily. Why am I moving slow? I wasn't caught in the thing for that. I'm just getting it because I know they're not gonna let me get the team kill. That makes sense. The baby definitely deserved it. He was definitely behind playing a very defensive game. We got 36,000 damage on the tower. Not as much as our other people. We died 5 times and we didn't get a lot of damage. That being said, we did do a lot of buffs, which is what this character is about. He's not really supposed to be in there. I like doing the damage because I don't like feeling like I don't do anything. But realistically, this is not the build you go with this character. And once again, I'm not leveling up. But look at that. I got a like from the baby. Cool. But realistically, you should be probably playing more like what the Boo is playing, but with defense step at the end. But I like actually feeling like I do something. And I feel like that's the issue with this character, is like you do a lot, but it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. And I feel like that's his biggest drawback. Because it doesn't feel fun to do nothing. Even though, yeah, it's like, oh, but like if you, like, and it's hard to even look at the stats and be like, oh yeah, I did this, but it's like, oh, you were only doing that because like I was buffing you. It's just not. It doesn't feel rewarding to play the character. But his ult still adds quite a bit of value, I feel. I could have landed it a few more times, I feel. But it's fine. That was Kid Gohan. That's basically how you play him. You want to, like... You want to stay near your DPS. If you do venture away from your DPS, you kind of want to just push to kind of stun them with your skill 2, and then you can teleport back to them with your skill 3, and then if they try to push you on your DPS, then you can use your skill 1, which will then push them away from your DPS. He has a lot of different tools for the sake of protecting and preventing people from actually attacking his DPS. He's very good for that. However, it's once again one of those characters that is much more of an enabler than anything else. And I feel like that is why he struggles. On top of like, and that's just on top of the fact that like he doesn't do nearly as much debuff or stun or no skills, or like he doesn't do nearly as much as he used to. He used to apply a lot more. You got the buffs mattered a lot more, but the buffs are just significantly reduced, and it's not as good compared to like what technicals are doing right now. But anyway, that was Kid Gohan.